4 minutes into the second half is where we pick up the highlights on this one. Roque Jr. heading home. Ian Hart's corner, the Brazilian's first goal for the club on a season-long loan from AC Milan. Sir Alex Ferguson, who was again banished to the stands, could only watch on as United pressed for an equalizer. That came 12 minutes from time. Leeds felt David Bellion was offside from Eric Djemba's through ball, but the United player kept his cool to score through Paul Robinson's legs. Bellion forcing the tie to take it to extra time. United took the lead in the second period. Diego Forlan put home Darren Fletcher's cross to give them the lead for the first time, but Leeds hit back to make it 2-2. James Milner's cross met by Roque Jr. for his second of the game, and it took a remarkable strike to seal the win as Djemba put in a beautiful one over the head of Robinson. An unbelievable finish as United wins 3-2 and leaves a smile on the face of the manager.
Very well this evening. You know, it was a terrific football match. Not too sure about defensively from both teams, but I think it's another game where we haven't got the rub of the green, which, you know, that happens in football. I thought we could have had a penalty. There's a couple of tight offsides, but, you know, you just got to keep on going. Disappointed players, but we just got to keep on going.
Manchester United now into the fourth round of the Carling Cup as Leeds' run there is done. They will now prepare for work back in the Premiership when they host Portsmouth on Saturday. That's Manchester United, while Leeds, of course, faces another monumental task as they face the Gunners. Meanwhile, United midfielder Paul Scholes will be out of action for up to 4 weeks after having an operation Tuesday on both his groins after the condition was
expected to cheer on the youngsters. And off to Highbury we go. The young guns in charge didn't prevent it from taking the early lead. 11th minute, Jeremy Atelier with the cleanup job out front. He gets the goal, and it's 1-0 for Arsenal. Francesco Fabregas became the youngest player ever to play for Arsenal at the tender age of 16. He comes close to a scoring debut there, sending that one just right of the net. But Rotherham set the game into added time thanks to the 89th minute header by Darren Byfield. His 7th goal of the season draws things level at 1. Rotherham, though, then reduced to 10 men in extra time. Michael Pollard was sent for the early bath for handling the ball outside of his area. Pollard claiming it hit him in the forehead, but no avail as he is sent off via the red card. Still with Chris Swales missing for Rotherham there. Final shot given to Sylvain Viltord, a chance to win it, and he's not going to miss for Arsenal. That is the winner. Arsenal winning 9-8 on penalties over Rotherham. So Arsenal off to the next round of the Carling Cup. Both keepers scored on their spot. Fielder.
Public row, but claim they have put that all behind them for the match at Ewood Park. And let's take a look at one of the offenders in that one. Lucas Neal, definitely not in the good books. Dwight York gave Rovers the lead, but within a few minutes, the turning point, and it involved Neal, adjudged to have brought down pawn goal. The Australian was sent off again, and without Michael Owen, who was rested, Danny Murphy levels from the spot 1-1. Liverpool's attack dominated the second half. Emile Chance gave them the lead in the 49th. That's his first goal in Carling Cup competition. After scoring off the header to make it 3-1 for Liverpool. They even could afford to miss a penalty. Harry Kuehl was brought down, and Heskey was given the chance to complete a rare hat-trick, but it wasn't to be. The large away following, though we're delighted to see a fourth goal by Liverpool. Diouf again the provider. This time it's Kuehl with the goal. Barry Ferguson, who hit the crossbar in the first half, pulled one back. Great setup and a great goal. Then in stoppage time, York made it 4-3, but it was too little as Rovers lose 4-3, their 6th loss in 7 matches.
We ended up losing a game 4-3 in a game which, you know, once again we found ourselves playing against a Liverpool team who had a man more than us.
So despite the horrible run that you're in, still upbeat?
Well, I've got to be upbeat. You know, I'm the captain of the ship, and I've been a captain on a football field, and it's never caused me a problem before when the going gets tough. So it won't this time.
I like the movement and the passing. Obviously, you've got to take into account the fact that they were down to 10 men, but we had a good start, and maybe it was a bit too easy, I would say, probably at the beginning of the game. We got a bit slow. Once we conceded that goal, we looked as if we were going to get back to basics, and we scored on a penalty and equalizer. Unfortunately, they lost Lucas Neal on that situation, but he was the last defender. What could the referee do? I mean, it happened to us in Manchester United one day, so we know what it is. And after that, I think we passed the ball well, and maybe we tired them out a bit.
So it's Liverpool coming out on top again.
5% in an effort to save the world's oldest football club. They have already been in administration for a record 17 weeks, and now a consortium trading under the name of Blenheim Group are bidding in conjunction with Supporters Trust to put together a rescue bid. No word on whether Abramovich would hand over more cash. It would likely depend on the outcome of the matchup. Let's head to the action. Chelsea on the attack in the 14th. Jimmy Floyd with the Hasselbank special puts Chelsea up 1-0 early on. County showing great spirit, equalized shortly after the half-hour mark. Tony Barris on the end of a Clive Platts flick on from Caskey's corner. Their level joy only lasting 8 minutes, though. Glenn Johnson's cross met by Eidur Gudjohnsen, who shoved into the net as well. Blues time. Stanic on for Hasselbank at the break. Gronkiar upended by Millen Holland in the 64th. That's a penalty, and Gudjohnsen converted for his second of the match. Chelsea's third, and they're up 3-1. But County not finished. 5 minutes remaining. Substitute Mark Steller took advantage of Ambrosio's poor judgment to make it a one-goal affair at 3-2. But almost immediately, though, Chelsea will lead. Joe Coles first for the club. Finish things off. Chelsea 4, Notts County 2. As the goal is right there. So Chelsea moving forward. Gudjohnsen with doing knee surgery in Strasbourg. The former French international has only played 5 games in London this season and has been plagued by injuries. The 33-year-old says his knee is completely